Okay. Okay, I start. See, formula of regular Falsi method was x equals to AFB minus BFA by FB minus FA. The confusion was in the notes is actually we are finding A and B. What are the points A and B? See, again I tell you how to find A and B. We will put in place of x, like here, fx will be x log 10x minus 1.2. Okay, that will be fx. So we will put x equals to 0, x equal to 1, x equal to 2. We will keep putting and we'll see where the function is changing its sign. Like here we can see at 2 it was negative, but at 3 it's positive. So we get to know that a root is lying between somewhere. See, function is negative at some point and positive at another point. Then definitely 0 will be lying in between them. And 0 is what at which the function is satisfied. Okay, so our root lies between 2 and 3. In the notes, problem was randomly they were taking A as 2.1 or otherwise 2.9. That's why I recommended that I will send you this scanned book. So I tell you how. Need not to be confused directly here where the function is changing its sign. The earlier number we will take as A and the later number we will take as B. So A equal to 2, B equal to 3. FB is F3, FA is F2. Put into the formula and we will get a first approximation, that is X1. So AFB minus BFA divided by FB minus FA. Put all the values. A was 2, FB is this 0, 2, 3, 1, 3, 6 minus B was 3 and FA was this. Okay, and 3 minus 2. After calculation, you got the value of X1, that is 2.72. Okay, now at x2, x1, this we will find out what is the fx. It is negative or positive. So I will put here this value again of x. So after x1 putting, I checked and it came negative. Okay, so instead of taking interval from 2 to 3, now I know that root is lying from 2.7 to 102 3. So this time now A will be replaced by this. Earlier we had taken A as 2, but here now we will take A as 2.72102 and B will be 3 only. We will repeat iteration x2. Now for x2, A is 2.72102, B is 3. Put into this formula, we got 2.74021. Here again we will check. They have not shown it, but again they will have checked this to 2.74021. They got the function is negative. Function negative, that time A will again 2.74 and B will be 3. Again repeat the same process, and after repeating some same process, they got to know that x3, x4, x5 are approximately same. Say 2.74, 2.740, 2.740. So ultimately we can say the root of this function is 2.740. This is the concept. In the notes, why I was telling you that day that don't go through those for regular falsing method, don't follow the notes, because in the notes randomly I understand the concept why they have taken, but to avoid the you can say complicacy or misunderstanding, better you don't go through that. Otherwise, what they have taken from F2, from 2 to 3, there is a huge interval. This is a big interval, 2 to 3. Because there are infinite numbers lying, okay? 2.1, 2.2, 2.3. I'm taking integer. After that also, many numbers are there. So they have taken directly randomly at 2.5 and 2.6. So you are not knowing in the exam what the number actually should be taken. Okay, to avoid the discrepancy, I am sending you this. You need not to get confused. Directly just check where the function is negative and where the function is positive. Take them as A and B. Okay, like here in the same problem here, this was fx x cube minus 3x plus 4, which lies between minus 2 and minus 3. They had given by themselves. Here you need not to find out. They are telling the root is lying between minus 2 and minus 3. So we check it at minus 2 it was positive, at minus 3 it is negative. So A will be minus 2 means changing the sign. It doesn't matter that it is moving from negative to positive or positive to negative. Wherever it is moving from positive to negative or negative to positive, 0 will be lying between them only, right? So A equal to minus 2, B equal to minus 3. Directly we have taken this. Put into the formula, got x1. At this point, now in place of minus 2, we will check at minus 2.125. The function is positive or negative. So it is positive. So now A I will take at minus 2.125. A will be minus 2.125 and B is minus. Again process, The same process we keep following until we get our value almost same. Okay, this is the concept. Just once now you got it. Just once you only
Yes,
ask
ma'am.
now. I'm doubt now.
Yes, ma'am.
Clear now? Without hesitation, you can tell me. Everything is clear now? That's what I'm asking you. Is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, fine. Good. Okay, so that was of yesterday regular pulsing method. Now only I scanned my book. I have sent you to follow this instead of LMS notes. That is correct. That is not wrong at all. But actually, you don't know how to find out those decimal values 2.1, 2.2. Better you take normal integers a equal to 2, b equal to 3, and in that apply the formula. Okay. So today is the last topic. If any other doubt, tell me. If any other doubt, okay. Then my last topic starts here, that is numerical integration. Can you see my screen of numerical integration?
Yes, ma'am.
Anybody? Okay. So here, the last topic is numerical integration. Three methods are there: Simpson's one-third rule, Simpson's create rule, and Weddell's rule. The first concept is same only. First, as the name sounds, integration means whatever the method we are applying will be applied on integration. Now, all of you will be wondering, "Okay, we know na integration easily, but there are another methods. If integration is not a function, integration of discrete value is given. In that case, we use numerical integration method. Although in your syllabus, they have given only functions, not discrete data. But basically, the difference when we use numerical integration, when in integration, function is not given, discrete data is given. Okay. Trying to find the integration, we use these methods. Very easy. Just formulas are different of three methods. Otherwise, concept is same. Okay. All of you just have a quick recap in your mind how we have the format of integration. Integration sign, limit a to b means like lower limit to upper limit, and a function is given. Okay. So what we will do, we will find out the gap between them. Suppose the limit, lower limit I am assuming as a, upper limit as b. So h I can find out by b minus a by n. N is the number of the data. Okay. So h will be like a equal gap. So what I will do, by taking equal gap, x will be x naught plus h, x1, x2 will be x1 plus h, x3 will be x2 plus h, means equal added will be added. Like I tell you, h is 1. Then obviously data will be 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, if data is 2, if h is 2, then data will be 0, 2, 4, 6. Like this. This will be x value. And on these x values, we will find out y value. So corresponding to x naught, we will be having y naught. Corresponding to x1, we will be having y1, x2, y2. Like this set of ordered pairs we will be having. This till here, for each method, concept is same. The difference comes only in the formula. Like for Simpson's one-third formula is, as the name suggests, one-third. You just remember this one-third. So one-third means 1 by 3 into h. H, as I told you, is b minus a y n. So h by 3, this is in suffix y naught plus yn. First value plus last value plus 4. These are the all odd values. y1 plus y3 plus y5 plus y7 and dot dot dot. All odd number value. Plus 2, all even number value. y2 plus y4 plus this. Okay. This is the formula. You need to learn it. You learn it, you mug it up. It's completely up to you. This is the formula. Directly, I jump to the question. This is the methodology, nothing. The same thing what I have elaborated, they have written in theory, you can read out later. So this is the question, evaluate integration 0 to 6, 3x square dx, dividing the interval 0 to 6 into 6 equal parts. They are telling 6 equal parts by applying Simpson's one-third rule. So if you see, a is 0, b is 6, so h will be b minus a divided by 6 into 6 equal part they are asking. Okay. They are showing actually we could find out directly by integration. Obviously, if you integrate this, you will get 3x cube by 3, 3 to 3 cancelled out, x cube, put the limit 0 to 6, you will get 216 answer. But if we apply, they are asking by applying Simpson's one-third rule. So answer will remain same. Answer can never be changed by any other method. Okay, just we need to apply the method. So here I told you like uh, first our work is to find out h. H will be b minus a by n. So b was 6, a was 0 divided by 6 parts. So equal to h will be 1. So we will make a table For each problem, you will make a table of x and y. X is starting from 0 because the lower limit was 0. We start from 0 and keep adding h. H was 1 here. So 0 plus 1, 1. 1 plus 1, 2. 2 plus 1, 3. 3 plus 1, 4. Plus 1, 5. Up to upper limit. Upper limit was 6. So like this, we have got the values of x. Now the function was 3x square. This is fx. So in place of x, you put and you will get the value of y. Like I put if I x equals to 0, I will get y 0. 3x square, you remember this. X is 1, then 3 into 1 is 3. If x is 2, 2 2 is 4 into 3 is 12. If x is 3, 3 3 is 9, 3 is 27. Like this, we have got the value of y. This first value will be called x naught y naught. Second value x1 y1, x2 y2, x3 y3, x4 y4, x5 y5, and x6 y6. Like these are the values. Now you need to remember the formula. Simpson's one third formula was one third. You just remember one third. So h by 3. First value plus last value. 4 is multiplied with all odd terms and 2 is multiplied with even terms. You remember this. So put into the formula. Here all values you are having y naught plus y6 in the first two. Y naught plus y6 plus 4 odd terms y1 plus y3 plus y5. This is wrong, y1. This is y1. y1 plus y3 plus y5 plus 2 multiplied by y2 plus y4. Like this I have put in the formula. Now these values are with us, y0, y6, all these values we will put from the table, put into the here. We got this is 216. So actually this value was 216, answer was, and after this method also we got 216. That's it. This is numerical integration method. Any doubt?
Ma'am, in the tabular column.
Mm, one second, Ishwan. One second, hold on. No? Um, where is that? Yeah, tell me now.
In tabular column, ma'am. Tabular column.
This?
Yeah, ma'am. That y is equal to 3 into
Uh,
x value y we should take 2 only, ma'am. We can take another or how it came to x value 2.
it's not 2, it's 3x square. This is 3x square.
Yeah, ma'am. X value what we
Function.
should take, ma'am?
This 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay, ma'am. Oh, x. Okay, understood, ma'am. Understood. Understood.
Okay.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Any other doubt?
No, ma'am.
This is 3x square. Whoever has typed, na, they have not put the subscripts. Like this is y naught actually. This is y6. Any other doubt? So see, this is the method only. For this also, like lower limit is a equals to 0, b will be 1. They are asking taking 4 ordinates. So you will do b minus a by 4. So 1 minus 0 by 4, the h will be 1 by 4. So in the table, x value will be the lower limit is 0. You will start from 0 and keep adding 1 by 4. 0 plus 1 by 4, 1 by 4. 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4, 2 by 4, that is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 is 3 by 4. 3 by 4 plus 1 by 4 is 4 by 4, that is 1. Now clear, Kaushik? These are the x values. By adding from lower limit, you will start, keep adding h and up to upper limit. Y is the function 1 by 1 plus x square, and in this value, you will put the values of x. If I put x equals to 0, 1 by 1, that is 1. If x is 1 by 4, so x square will be 1 by 16. After calculation, 16 by 17. Like this. So we got the values of y's. Put into the formula. That's it. So there are some problems. I think 4 problems are there, and those are all are very nice. Any doubt in that? Simpson's one third rule. Very easy method actually. Very easy. But definitely question comes. Any doubt? Okay, then I move to the Simpson's create rule. This is the second one. Concept is same, even for other method also, the third method also. Again, you will be having integration lower limit to upper limit function. So our work is to find out h, b minus a, y, n. Same only, just the formula where we are putting get change. Here this time 3/8 rule. That was the one third rule, remember? This is 3/8. So 3 by 8 into h. Again, first value plus last value. You just remember this y naught plus yn plus 3 will be multiplied with uh, 1 second y1 plus y3. Again, here it is wrong. 3 will be multiplied with odd numbers y1 plus y3 plus y5, and 2 will be multiplied with again even numbers. There it was multiplied by 4, but here it is multiplying by 3. Just very minor differences are there. Concept is same. first plus last value plus some integer will be multiplied by odd numbers and plus 2 will be multiplied by even number. So here same problem that we have done by one third problem. We know that after simple integration we will get the value 216. Till here same only. Any of the method you apply, you will apply same only. B minus a by n. So h will be 1, x value will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Corresponding y value we will find out 3x square. In place of x we are putting this. Just the formula change here. Why they have done this? y1 plus y2 plus y4 plus y. Uh, 1 second. Give me 1 second only, students. 1 second only. There is some mistake in this formula, but for the each problem, why they have taken wrong? Let me do the confirm it once. Okay. This is correct only. Sorry for the interruption. I was wrong. Hello, can you hear me, students? Sorry, I got a little confused. In this 38 formula, it's not like they have taken odd numbers or even numbers. It's not like that. It's simply 3 is multiplying with multiple of 3 are missing. Means y1, y2, multiple of 3, y3 missing. Then y4, y5, y6 will be missing. Like this. And those missing terms will be multiplied with 2. It's like that. Here they have written wrong. That's why I got confused. Here it should come y3 plus y6. Okay. For this also, I will send you my books scan better because this formula is written wrong. Okay, because I got confused. So here we are having from y0 to y6. Like here I try to explain. We will have the formula 3 by 8 rule. So 3h by 8. First term will be first term plus last term y0 plus y6 plus 3 will be multiplied with y1 plus y2. Skip this y4 plus y5. So y1 plus y2 they have not skipped, but they should skip plus y4 plus y5 plus 2 will be multiplied with the skipped y3. You will put all the values and we will get 216. No need to worry. I will send you the scanned copy of my book because many mistakes are there in this method. So same we will apply for this. I try to explain it again. They are asking, see here, h will be 1 minus 0 by 7. Right? 7 ordinates they are asking. So h will be, again this is also wrong they have given. Quite how to explain this method. Like this we take. B is 0.3 minus 0 by considering 3 equal intervals. So by divided by 3. So h will be 0.1. We will start from the lower value of x, that is 0. What they have done? Oh God. Lot of mistakes are there. Lot of how to explain. You understood the concept? Please, anybody acknowledge me. You understood the concept?
No, ma'am. Not in
No.
this one.
No understood. Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Actually, many mistakes are there. I need time to scan my book and to bring it here. Okay, let's do one thing. For now, time being, I skip this. I take the third rule, Weddell's rule. Okay, I try to complete that. And give me 5 minutes. I will scan the book, and from there, I will take that last topic. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
better. I will scan that. So we'll take Weddell's rule. Again, concept is same. Here also, you will get h equals to b minus a by n. Weddell's rule is here. Hmm. Yeah. Concept is same. The formula, just you need to remember where to apply Weddell's rule. Especially Weddell's rule is applied when you see interval is from of 6 parts, 0 to 6 parts. That time Weddell's rule is applied. Formula is very simple. 3h by 10 y naught plus 5 by 1 plus y 2. Means you try to understand. We start from y naught. Y1 will multiplied with y5, so 5 by 1 plus y2 same only plus 6. Then simple means like you have a series of 1 5 1 6 1 5 1 6. Try to understand that 1 5 1 6 1 5 1 and another will come 6 like this. In fact, here they are trying to the series given 1 5 1 6 1 5 2 5 like this. Okay, means this these terms of y will come in sequence of y naught, y1, y2, y3, y4, y5, y6, y7, y8, y9 like this, and the coefficient will be varying like this in this series 1 5 1 6 1 5 2 5 1 6 1 5 like this is the series. So here this is the question, same question is repeating again and again into 6 equal parts. So h will be b minus a by n, one only. Till this table everything is same only. Here just according to the formula. Formula is, if you see, this is x naught plus 6h. 6 is there. So we can use Weddell's formula. Weddell's formula says equals to 3h by 10 y naught 1 5 1 6 1 5 1 6 like this. Okay. So here you write this y naught plus 5 by 1 plus y2 plus 6 by 3 plus y4 plus 5 by 5 plus y6. Put into the formula, we get our answer. So same is the next formula. B minus A by 6. So 5.2 minus 4 by 6. H we got. Okay. Lower limit we will start from X. X lower limit is 4. 4 plus 0 0.2, 4.2. 4.2 plus 2.2, 4.4. Like this up to 5.2 we will take. Find out the value of Y by putting X values. These are the Y0, Y1, Y2, Y3, Y4, Y5, Y6. Put into the formula. That's it. So Weddell's rule is clear, Kaushik, now?
Yes, ma'am. Clear, ma'am. What else?
Okay.
Clear, ma'am.
So this is here. This is more easier method. Instead of given function, discrete data is given. Means directly table they have given. So your work is just x0, y0, x1, y1. Everything is given. Your work is to put into the formula. You need not to find out the values of x and y. Directly table is given. Okay. So these are the Weddell's formula. That's it. This is Weddell's formula. This is our last topic. Now, give me quick, just 2 minutes. I scan my book for this method, your Simpson's third, eighth rule, and um, for 5 minutes we will take a break. Till then, you can go for washroom or anything. Okay. I'll just scan my book and I'll come back to you.